Right, back again like we never left. Just took a 11-minute nap. I feel energized. I feel good. I feel oh shit. We got everyone joining already. This is great. Give me one. We got a couple people joining today. This is really good. What up? What up? Val, I didn't know that you did that on Instagram.
Yo, they'll see it eventually. I feel. So, I mean, if you're a fan of mine and you're watching my YouTube, I mean, I'm not shying away from showing that shit on my YouTube.
That's fair. That's fair. What's up, guys?
What's up?
How you guys doing?
Good,
Good.
good.
All right, all right. So we got let's introduce each other. I'll start
Uh,
first. I'm Shaun Fury. Obviously, I'm making a TV show called The Natty King. I'm currently casting, looking to add 30 natural bodybuilders to compete for unprecedented title of The Natty King and win $1 million cash prize. That's what I'm doing. Who's next?
Oh, I'm
uh,
Mally. I'm Sean's right hand man, business partner, workout partner, amongst other things. But yeah, me and this dude, like he said, he's been the guy behind everything, putting everything together. I'm just help him whatever he needs help with, and I think we lost somebody.
No,
We're
yeah, yeah. No, we're
Okay,
good.
but yeah, but that's pretty much that's it for me. Interested to hear what you guys are about and where you guys come from.
Absolutely.
all right. Well, my name's Trey, a natural competitor out of the state of Texas. Pretty much just showing everything that a natural bodybuilder can do, whatever you can do without pushing anything too far.
Love
And,
that. Love that.
yeah,
Okay, and Russ, if I'm not mistaken, right?
yeah, that's his name. I don't know where he went.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm about to say
I see what
it,
happened. All right, he got frozen. I'm bringing
Oh,
him back in.
let him back in.
hmm Yeah, I
I'm
thought he
like,
was just. I thought you were just listening intently. Honestly,
I'm not. This
your
is called
your face was frozen.
Russ.
I was like, yeah, man, guy's a good listener.
Yeah, it kicked me out.
So
But
yeah,
yeah,
we're just introducing each other. Trey just finished. Do you want to give a quick little brief?
Intro.
I'm Russ. What's it called? I'm just trying to see how far I could take this as a natty. Like maybe Olympia one day, but not rushing anything. I'm on my NPC journey right now for naturals, trying to get this pro card, and that's really all right now.
How do you two know each other?
we work out together.
yeah,
Where are you guys located?
Oh, I'm in
Texas.
Dallas,
we're both in Dallas.
Texas. Yeah,
We're both in Dallas.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
H.
so let's start with the origin story of you two. And the reason I invited both of you on simultaneously is for two reasons. One, I posted that. Excuse me, the with the plane. I like to do this outside just because I like to be outside. So the reason I invited both of you was I posted yesterday basically a open call for the Natty King casting. Like I said, I'm looking to cast 30 natural bodybuilders. You two are the only ones that actually responded to the post with the instructions, tag me, and post this story. Only two natural bodybuilders that responded to it yesterday, right? So that's why I reached out to you. And then secondly, when I visited both of your pages, I saw the collab that you guys did, and you had a photo of Vegeta and Goku. And within our world, within our community, Valley and I, we get referred to Goku and Vegeta often as well. So with that in mind, the first question I'll ask is, who's Vegeta and who's Goku?
Dang, that's a good question.
uh,
Well, on this side, I'm the Vegeta guy.
I think we could tell.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
What
see
you think,
myself.
Trey?
I see myself in the Vegeta role.
You're the Vegeta?
I,
Okay, Trey.
yeah.
I,
I'll
go
be Goku. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
That works. That works. And how did you guys like? What was like? Tell me the origin story of like how you two met.
It's like, so I was posting content, getting myself out there. And my main selling point, whenever it comes to being a fitness influencer, has always been my legs. I had saw one day when I was scrolling uh a post that he had made, and this was just again some stranger to me. I was like, yo, this dude, he actually he like me, he's like his as big as mine. I went ahead and hit him up. I was like, it's like, hey bro, you basically my twin. He was like, what's up? He says like, oh, when we gonna get a workout in? And
Mhm.
telling me it's like, oh yeah, I work out over at Iron Kingdom. It's this gym out here in Grand Prairie, just like
Mhm.
maybe 30 minutes out from me. And I was like, okay, I've been there. It's like, we can go ahead and tap in up there, get a quick little workout in. He had
Yep.
put through one of my leg days, and after that, we did a little posing session. We had fun with it. Had fun
Yeah.
with it. Still, able to go ahead and make some progress along with, getting to know each other. And I started talking in his ears like, hey, there's this coach who actually, trains up here. I don't know if you know him, but his name's Trey. He's like, and you were saying something about, a coach being up there. I remember that. You were saying like, yeah, there's someone who come in here. He got a bunch of competitors that actually go up to his
Yep.
gym. And I was like, hey, you might as well go and tap in with him. And while we were doing the workout, Trey came up and we had talked, and he was like, oh, that's the guy. I was like, yeah, that's who I was talking about.
Mhm. It's crazy how that
I
works.
don't know if I gave that last push or like if Trey had convinced you a little bit later on, but I was like, it's like, hey, that's who you need to tap into if you want to get bodybuilding. And
Mhm.
there you go.
All right, so
Mm.
Trey, you're Trey, right? And then there's another
Two,
Trey.
two different guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Two different person.
So Trey, you were already competing as a bodybuilder before
Yeah.
Russ got into it.
hmm
And
Yeah.
how long ago was this first meeting?
This was last year.
Mm.
This was back in
Yeah.
2024.
So there's a lot of parallels here because I first met Valley on Instagram too.
See?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah,
we
we've known
best
each other
friends
for
now. That's
about
my
2 years as
brother.
well. Yeah, yeah,
See?
Okay.
that's interesting. That's
Yep.
interesting. Okay, okay. Who mentioned Mr. Olympia and like lofty ambition of
Trey
competing
did.
on
I think
on that
Trey.
stage? Trey.
I think it was
Russ
Trey.
had mentioned
You
Olympia.
meet both of
Okay,
us. Yeah.
okay,
And
okay,
that's the goal, regardless. That's the goal.
okay.
Yeah.
But
Love
for right
that.
now,
Love that.
see just how much
Um,
growth we can get.
are we planning to be lifetime naturals?
Yes. Most
Yes.
definitely. Yes.
I don't want to change that.
So
Okay,
Can't
that's
do
why.
that.
so
So that's why we're doing in a sense, not to cut you off, Sean, but we're putting this together because it's not fair for naturals to be on stage with guys that we necessarily can't shine against because we know that the Mr. Olympia is favored to the guys that are made to look like freaks. So
hmm
Sean has taken upon himself to bring the Natty verse to reality, and with that is the Natty King, and we're going to pretty much try to not try. We're going to put a show together. We have 30 athletes, and from there we're going to try to transcend probably even further than what the Mr. Olympia already is, or try to be comparable to them. But I'll let you finish, Sean.
can I want to pick all of your brains for a second. I've been thinking about how this has been going, and I'm starting to see. All right, so like the whole project concept is called the Natty King, right? And the goal is to crown the first ever Natty King and have a cash prize that surpasses. It's the biggest cash prize in the history of bodybuilding, right? Like I'm very attached to a $1 million prize earning in order to just change the history. It's intended to be a genre-defining cultural shift in the sport of bodybuilding and kind of serve as a reboot for the fitness industry. So by crowning the Natty King, he inadvertently becomes the face of the fitness industry and the poster child for the sport of bodybuilding, right? Especially with the intention of it being televised on Netflix as a cinematic docuseries. It all kind of lines up with it being the biggest deal within the sport of bodybuilding and the fitness industry as a whole, right? Keeping
Hmm.
that in mind, what I'm starting to realize over like the past week is it kind of occurred to me I don't know if the enhanced side is going to like take this transition of power lying down,
They're
right?
not.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Like, why would they? Why would they? Right. So, like, what I'm thinking is, let's say this all goes out in like the perfect sequence of events where We get the green light from Netflix. We've got the funding. We're doing the show. We're aiming to go into production in 2028. So we have the 30 athletes. We're filming them. We're shooting it in a very cinematic way, adding levels of storylines, rivalries, things of that nature. Natty King gets crowned, $1 million cash prize. The physique is amazing. All 30 athletes look amazing, right? From there, what I kind of see in the future is the Natty King versus the Mr. Olympia. Whoever the Mr. Olympia reigning champion is, I see a comparison that has to, like, it can't be ignored. So, like, let's say, for example, just for fun, let's say it's someone like Derek Lunsford, who is, I think he won twice, right? Two-time Mr.
Mhm.
Olympia champion or something like that, right? Derek,
I
he's
think
won
I think
what?
no, I think it's Arnold Classic and Mr. Olympia. I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
yeah.
I think you're right. All right. So let's say, just for shits and giggles, let's say Derek Lunsford wins the Mr. Olympia in 2028, right? And then one of our athletes in the Natty King roster gets crowned the Natty King. Between us four, just pick a natural physique at the top of the food chain, since we all know what a natural physique looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we were to subject this poll to, like, the general public and start just asking people, whose physique would you rather have, Derek Lunsford's or the Natty King's physique? Who, like, whatever thought popped in your
Mm.
brain, you know what I
My
mean?
preference from the look rather than, just the sheer ass that they would be comparing it to, that will go off the net.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
Mm.
definitely feel you on that, but sometimes I still hard because no matter what, I'm gonna fuck. Everybody doesn't have like that idea in their head that they can still do it naturally. Most people are most Americans, most UK, everywhere, no matter where you are in the world. A lot of people are fucking lazy. So
Yeah.
regardless if they like seeing natural bodies or they like seeing freaks, they just like seeing that shit. So it's not saying that they're gonna. So that's the body type I want to go. That's why the enhanced side is so sold because most people then like shit. I know I'm not gonna ever be that, but I just want to go see it because it looks good. That's the only reason why, bro. So it doesn't matter. We can't do. We can do everything we can in our power to try to make it line up, but it has to be within that person's mindset. Because if a person still sits on the couch and like, oh, that person fucking looks amazing, it doesn't do that person no justice if they still pick and they're over here picking. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
don't
But
know.
but what about motivation? Because I
No,
mean,
for sure, for sure.
yeah,
Mm.
because, like, my goal is to motivate people. I want to show that, for one,
Yeah,
you don't need to take steroids in order to achieve great results. People
yo,
are acting like steroids are the only method available to peak your body and, like,
shit, that or
create a
surgeries nowadays. Shit,
exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. So yeah, it's like, I'm just asking the question. It's like, from my perspective, the greatest natural physique, the one that gets crowned the Natty King, is guaranteed to have a more appealing and more aesthetic physique
Most
than the Mr. Olympia, based off of the trajectory that the sport is going.
and I'm with you on that. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how
Okay.
we all see it. Go,
All
look,
right.
on the same
Okay.
page.
All
Yep.
right. So, keeping that in mind, Russ, you mentioned how you would like to step on stage with the Mr. Olympia. Would you rather come in first at that competition, or come? Would you rather come in last at that competition? I'm sorry, or come in first at the Natty King?
First at the Natty King.
Okay. Okay. All right. All
I
right.
mean, because I always like every show, I always shoot for first, and like I got to be realistic about my like, you know, they enhance. I gotta be realistic, and I don't want to be 10th. I want to be first. So nah, Natty King for sure.
What would you get out of competing on stage with Mr. Olympia if you're not getting first? Like, what's the value of it?
I guess uh, experience and connections
Okay.
with people.
Okay.
Really.
That's probably the best answer I've heard so far when asked that question because a lot of people think that getting on that stage and getting last place that's it's gonna help a lot. A lot of them people that's getting them last place, they're spending more money to get to that fucking show than they
Yep.
are winning.
Mhm.
And they're not getting any recognition. They're not getting any sponsorship. They're not getting anything. They're spending $30,000 to $40,000 in food, probably more in food and PEDs just to do this damn show, and they're walking away with a $6,000 check.
I think it was Kendall Richmond, who we don't really mention the name of that often, but He competed at the Arnold Classic, I want to
Two
say
thousand.
last year.
No, it's the
And I
year before
remember I
last
was
year.
watching him do a podcast with Natty News Daily, I believe, and he was saying how like he just wants to beat like one or two of the enhanced athletes to prove that it can be done. How do we feel
Hmm.
about that psychology?
Well, yeah, yeah. That is
The
show that
only
your work. Yeah.
There's the only thing
But
that I have a problem with, and that is because if you're beating a guy that's in 15th place, that means the guy's conditioning is already shit. Because at the pro level, the pros are already big. They're going off of conditioning mainly. So let's be real. A natural guy's conditioning is always going to be better than a fucking enhanced in my eyes. So him coming in 13th and not 15th by beating two of those guys, that just means that those guys are probably holding a little bit more water than him, and that's not really a win to me.
I see it
What about you guys?
because of the
I see
fact
what you're
that,
saying.
mind you, they're also going to factor in the amount of muscle mass that you have. If you can actually
Exactly.
go ahead and prove that as a natural athlete that you're able to keep up with the, I would say, traits that they would be looking for coming from the enhanced athletes. Like, honestly, shoot, even being able to step on stage for Olympia, that right there is an accomplishment because, mind
Well,
you,
yeah,
you
for
have to
sure.
qualify for the show regardless.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Um,
I see that.
Different question. Let's say, all right. I like to ask 5 year, like 5 year long term goal. Like for all three of you, what would be like the best case scenario as to how you would like your life to play out over the next 5 years?
Mm,
And
get
and before you answer, when you're working with me and when you're talking with me, I really like to go sky's the limit. Don't put a cap on what you would like to have happen in your life over the next 5 years. Please do not put a cap. Like sky is the limit. Dream your biggest dream and just share it right now.
uh mine definitely get my IFBB Pro card, natural IFBB Pro card. Start getting sponsors and being my own boss, more my own boss, and having more freedom to just like lift and grow instead of clocking in. Really, yeah.
I love that. I love that.
All right. The goal for me, get into online coaching, get deep into it to the point where, again, I don't have to work for anybody else, work out for my own schedule. At the same time, still do bodybuilding, get deeper into becoming a fitness influencer, get those sponsorships from companies so I don't have to, pay out of pocket for me to do what I love.
Okay. Okay. Valley?
Um, Continue scaling this business that we got going on the online. Um, Definitely want to be the first Natty King when this shit does drop. Continue pushing the production of our TV show, the anime, everything else that we got going on. Shit. In the next 5 years, I would hope to have a fucking family again. Shit, I don't have kids. So I would hope to have like my significant other start to have a family, start buying some properties, stuff like that, and just pretty much I'm kind of like letting you lead us through this little world right now. So once we get through the fitness world, we're gonna get to the movies and stuff like that. And then once I already told you, once you get to politics and stuff like that, I've already found what I'm gonna do next. Is probably just continue coaching the youth with football and stuff like that. So my life is as simple as it is because it's exactly what I'm doing now. It's just everything's just gonna get more enhanced.
Well
Yep.
said, man. Very wholesome. Very wholesome.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm going to cut it straight to the chase. When it comes to this production, and I'm just saying this out loud, I love that these are recorded, and I post these on YouTube directly after, so it becomes available to the public that way, and we'll be able to refer back to it in docu-series, future content. We can reference this. One thing I want to make really clear when it comes to this particular production of the Natty King, with the intention of having these 30 natural athletes compete at the King of Naturals tournament. My intention is to kind of separate them between. I want 15 veteran world champion level athletes who have like already competed at the highest level in the various federations, being OCB, WMBF, eventually ISBB. I'm not really circling that federation right now because I would like to get more of a infrastructure, more of a base before I actually start talking to the people at the higher end of IFBB. But it does look like we can probably factor them in and their athletes. Regardless, 15 world champion level and then 15 star athletes. Now, when I mention star athletes, there needs to be some kind of quality beyond just having a really great physique that the audience is able to stick to. So for Valley, like he's kind of self-explanatory. He's a big personality. He's a bit rough around the edges. He's like the gritty underdog of this story. So it's very easy to bill him. Okay, Shaun Fury, I'm super ambitious. I want to change the world, achieve world peace. Like just fucking, we could do that all day, right? We
Mm-hmm.
need Conor McGregor level personalities. And doesn't have to be like some rambunctious person showing up at the press conference in like
Obnoxious and crazy and shit.
yeah, in crazy outfits, but
Someone
we
who
need
can catch.
outspoken ambassadors,
Yep.
you know?
Somebody who's not afraid to step on these motherfuckers' toes, but at the same time, because me and Sean are stepping on toes, but we're not disrespecting anybody.
Yeah.
We're not calling out the other side. We're not doing any of that shit because that doesn't help us in a sense of what we're trying to do. We still want to give the respect that's due to them, but we just want our respect, and we're willing to step on any fucking toes to do it.
Yeah. 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 And don't get me wrong, like there's moments of discomfort in this whole thing just because for
Don't get
some
like that.
reason, I don't know, my experience of natural bodybuilding, I've only been in this for 2 years, very similar to like you, Russ, is that like we're all like, take me out of it. Natural bodybuilders are so fucking quiet. Like,
Too
like
quiet.
what the fuck, you know? it's
Yeah.
like, it's like
Yeah.
what? Mhm.
Without Sean pretty much producing what he's trying to produce, natural bodybuilding would still be is in a sense as born as it is, and I love this sport, so that's why we're trying to bring more of a to it because it's like if I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it, we deserve to me in my eyes we deserve more than what they deserve, and the only reason I'm saying that is because yeah we have to work out as hard as them, they work out as hard as us, blah 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 blah, but the mentality that you have to fucking have to know that it's gonna take you a little longer to get there, but still want to do it. To me, that
Mm-hmm.
mindset says it all. I'm not taking a shortcut to get where I want to go. I'm not doing anything less of myself to sell a product to some people just because I want notoriety, monetization, anything like that. I'm gonna stick with my plan and I'm gonna make sure that this shit grows the right way. And to me, that's just how it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
True.
Also, when a huge part of my passion and motivation for this project comes from the fact that, and I've said it a couple times already at this point, I think we may have lost Trey, but hopefully he's able to
Yeah, I
reconnect.
think it's loading or something. See
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
But yeah, like a huge factor or motivation for this whole thing is the fact that like I think about how backwards it is that the poster child for the sport and the representative for like the fitness industry is taking steroids and looks so drastically out of proportion as to what a human physique is really supposed to look like. I mean, the current Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Olympia, nothing against him. I respect him as a person and his accomplishments, but Samson Dauda looks not human, you know?
He's massive, bro.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just sick.
To an extent, it is sick, and
It's sick because they'll told him the year before he was too small, he was this, he was that, and he
All right.
really took that shit to heart. Went out and got bigger. And it's just like, at what level do these motherfuckers like? What's the cap? Like,
yeah,
I feel like you've already saw what you can fucking see
yeah,
out of an enhanced body. There's nothing else that you can fucking see. Just like I was reading, listening to a podcast today. You look at Lunsford's fucking biceps. They're just wide and bulky. There's no striations. There's no separation. There's no nothing. If you go look at Ronnie Coleman's, you put a picture of Ronnie Coleman's fucking shit next to his. So what is like? What are you fucking judging it off of? Just a massive muscle. So
yeah,
it's like, where do
That's
you
it.
guys stop? Where do
yeah,
you guys fucking stop?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why I'm proposing a reboot to the sport and the fitness industry. That's exactly why I'm proposing it. Because if you look at the trajectory that the sport is on, if we were just to stay with the enhanced side, it's already capped out. It is literally already capped out. There's nowhere else for the enhanced side of the sport to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
agree with you
honestly.
on that.
honestly.
Yeah, IFBB, they've made, more and more adjustments over the years and brought in more opportunities for the people who have gotten their pro cards as naturals, um, to go ahead and actually compete in shows. And like they've been able to actually section off, IFBB natural shows. Of course, they've got less recognition though, like y'all are saying. It's like,
And I
it's
just
pretty much capped out. There's only so much that you can do.
and back
Yeah.
on that. So with the thing that we were talking about with Kendall, and you were saying that us like it's an accomplishment. I see it as an accomplishment, yeah, because you got there, but the way you got there was not an accomplishment because you went to a Ben Weeder's natural show and beat other naturals to get there. You didn't go beat anybody at a USA Open. It wasn't anything like that, or was it? Am I mistaken?
You're
See,
mistaken.
so it's am I okay? Okay,
Yeah,
my
you're
bad.
mistaken.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what was
yeah.
it? A USA?
All right. So Kendall, he got his IFBB Pro card at the Arnold Amateur, and he was
Okay. Oh,
competing against
okay.
enhanced athletes, and I'm pretty certain he got first. It was a very big deal.
No,
Very big deal.
that one I
Yeah.
know. I'm talking about. Okay, so that's what got him to the Olympia, though. Okay,
That's what
all
got
right.
him to Arnold Classic.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
yeah,
That's what I meant. That's
yeah,
what I meant. That's what
yeah,
I meant. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Then yeah, that I guess that's a hell of a compliment then.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
And then
Cause
and then it's
his
like
class is
fascinating.
stacked.
Was
Like
that?
for his height and everything, his class stacked, especially if they enhance. For him to get first is crazy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like 5'11".
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then what's fascinating is he competed at the Ben Weeders Naturals last year, and
And
I believe
got tore up.
he got like fourth or fifth.
He got his ass tore up.
Yeah.
Who that's the one swole one,
Nah,
right?
Kendall. Nah,
No,
not
no. Swole
Snow.
got his pro card there.
No, Swan.
I was gonna say
He
Swole
did
got
no.
his
He
past
did
year,
win
right?
that motherfucker though.
Yeah, yeah. He got the overall, got his pro card. Kendall was already a pro competing against other natural pros at the Ben Weeders Naturals, and I think
And
he
he
got
looked
fourth
Mm,
or fifth.
terrible. He looked
Yeah.
terrible.
Understanding that the Ben Weeders Naturals, like IFBB has kind of made that competition to be the easiest route into getting into the Mr. Olympia as a natural athlete. And Joseph, we're
yeah.
talking about Kendall Richmond. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right.
Mm,
Yeah. So you guys are both OCB pros.
uh,
I'm GBO and Onyx. Are you OCB or are you NFF?
I'm NFF in what's it called? GBO.
GBO, yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
What's your guys' purpose? What's the reason? What's the reason you thrive behind working out, bodybuilding, and everything? Like, if bodybuilding wasn't around, would you still be doing what you're doing, or is this just something that you trying to make money off of? Like, what's your purpose?
Honestly, for me, I only got into bodybuilding because I was like, hey, I might as well actually do something with it if I'm going to be in the gym as often as I am. It's like I started seeing more progress after I came back from the injury, and I was just like, okay, so let me start eating right along with it and see, just what this can do. And then started eating right, started gaining some more weight, and I started seeing, a lot better proportions for everything. And I was just like, oh, I like how this is. This is fun. It's like, working out is one of my biggest hobbies. It's always been that way. And I didn't realize it until I couldn't work out anymore. As soon as I was able to get back into it, I was just like, I mean, I might as well do something with it. I like competing and I like lifting weights. Shoot, might as well
Okay.
try the world.
Okay. What about you, Russ?
Mine, well, really, first I wasn't in the gym, but then it's gonna sound cliche, but I had a little breakup
That ain't cliche at
and
all. Go ahead and finish. I'll tell you mine.
hey, had a breakup and then started living in the gym, and then eventually people started asking me like, "Do you compete?" And then I was like, "Nah." And then I just started making videos, and people would just start saying like, "Bro, you like." I became like an inspiration. Like I would motivate people to show that like you don't need nobody's like like what's the word, validation or
Justification.
whatever,
Yep.
yeah, to know that you worth something. So I was like, because at that breakup made me feel worthless, so I was like, nah, I gotta build my worth, bro. So I just started living in the gym, and then people would ask me if I competed, and eventually like he was saying, I switched gyms, seeing Trey, my coach, and ever since then locked in, and then just making videos about being relatable and like even though like it looked good, like it's still tough. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
so,
little
yeah.
backstory on me. I went through a similar situation. 2019, man, I went through a divorce, and the gym brought me back to life. I've been in the gym since February 20th, 2020. I ain't looked back. I've been bodybuilding for about a year and a half, 2 years now, since I met Shaun. Me personally, I never thought I was ever going to bodybuilding because I'm from the hood. I'm a street nigga. To see me up on a stage with a little ass speedo on, thought that shit was gay. So that was never something that was ever crossed my mind. But when I first got into the gym, it took me a little year and a half to kind of get myself back. I'm an athlete. I'm a natural athlete my whole life. So my muscle memory started to kick back in. And once it did, everybody around me, like you said, damn, bro, you don't compete, you don't do this. And I'm like, I was never really fond of bodybuilding. I was never really taken by how big those guys got because all I ever thought was they're on steroids. I never heard about natural bodybuilding, never heard about anything like that. So when somebody said, "Oh, you should bodybuild," I'm like, "Nah, I'm cool." And then on top of it, like I said, I'm not getting in them low ass shorts. So I just brushed people off for a long time. But all along, I was already not knowing. I was already setting myself up to meet my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So I never stopped. The reason I asked you guys this question is because if I never met Shaun, if I never if I never met anybody in this bodybuilding world that I'm around right now, to this day I would still be working out. I would still be doing what I'm doing, but I wouldn't be doing it to a certain level. But I'm saying that to say is like we want people around us who is in love with the grind. Working out is something that has like I don't know how to explain it, but when
Like
you
you need it.
yeah, you
Need
do
it.
because
Like
the discipline that working out has not just done for me, but people that I know around me, bro. That discipline transcends to everything in your fucking life. So
yep.
we want people that are that disciplined around us because we're not we're all gonna be able to motivate each other, but when we look at each other as still being natural, I look at my Sean be a fool if I don't look at my boy and be like, damn, this motherfucker got a big ass arm. I gotta compete with that. Or vice versa, him probably thinking I gotta hurry up and get my legs bigger to compete with Valley. So it's like we're all still in it in the same trying to get the same validation, but I want everybody to know like this is your journey and as
Mm.
long as you are fighting it for yourself, it's not it'll never matter, you know what I'm saying? But we're all congruently doing it together to make this shit bigger than what it is, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
just to
definitely.
piggyback off of what Valley, the question that he asked, to take it a step further, I'm right now when I talk to athletes, I'm looking for like a couple of qualities so far as their personality is concerned. I definitely want to understand their motivation. I want to be able to assess their level of enthusiasm about the sport and about the project and about the movement that we're creating within this Nattyverse. That's intended to span not just a cinematic docuseries, but a feature-length film, an anime that's supposed to be set 20 years after the first crowning of the Natty King. It's an entire world that we're building that's based in different forms of media and entertainment. So when I'm assessing these athletes and looking to see if I can factor them in, I am looking at their enthusiasm, but I'm also really trying to trace to the root of, do you want to be the greatest natural bodybuilder in the world? Is that like a core thing? Can you even see it for yourself? Can you see that title being given to you, being crowned the Natty King and everything that that implies, being the face of the fitness industry and going against the enhanced side of the sport, which has been reigning supreme for the past several decades? Can you see that for yourself? And seeing what that means to be the actual ambassador and the top representative for the natural bodybuilding circuit. That's
Uh
that's open for anyone.
Oh, I was waiting to see if anybody else was going
Yeah.
to
Oh,
point.
I'm on the same page with him. Go ahead, y'all got that.
Like, but yeah, um, that's the goal at the end of the day. Honestly, like my main competition is me. I could
Good.
go to the show and I
yeah.
will be looking to just look better than I am the last. Of course, at the end of the day, main goal for competitions is to win.
Hmm.
But I see it as a win as being able to see the amount of progress that I made from the last comp. It's like, okay, everything's always been trial and error for me. Tried working with the coach, things didn't work with that. Everything I've done, on my own has brought me more and more progression. But I'm just back in that phase where I do what I know is working for me, making more progress, and I'm going to just show the world that.
Okay, okay, okay. That's a great response.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like yeah. I really, what I'm trying to do is just, I like the old aesthetic because they weren't as huge, you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
like, I try to keep it classic as possible. So yeah, that's really how I be the most classic natty, you know?
Okay. So,
Not,
and give me a second to expand on what I just said. All right. If you think about like the top stars of the sport of bodybuilding as a whole, right? The first name that comes to mind, we could probably all say it at the same time. C-Bum currently. C-Bum
T-Bone.
currently. All right. Then you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? You got
Hmm.
Ronnie Coleman,
Jay Cutler, Phil
Jay
Heath.
Cutler, right? So
Yep.
let's just stick with these four for a second. Every single one of these athletes that we just named, C-Bum, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronnie Coleman, and Jay Cutler, they all have like a standout quality about themselves. Beyond just their physique, Ronnie Coleman had the freakiest, largest, grainiest physique ever. So like that's his like claim to fame, right? Jay Cutler was the rival of Ronnie
Yep.
Coleman, going neck and neck against
The
him
blonde
year
hair and
after
blue
year.
eye that they really
Yes,
wanted to win.
thank you, thank you, thank you. You kind of see where I'm going here. C-Bum, fucking guy's got a lisp with a nice mustache, cool haircut, so likable.
Right. Yeah,
You know,
that's what they was just seeing him as.
yes, yes. And then, of course, you have Arnold Schwarzenegger, the father of the sport, practically, the
Mhm.
most charisma in the world, the
Yeah.
most confidence, goes on to become a movie star and then governor of California, right?
Crazy.
So
Did a
I'm,
lot.
I'm, I'm mentioning these names because, and again, like, I'm not just talking to like us four, I'm talking to like the world at large. We need an equivalency to these names
Yep,
in order to
Mm.
truly surpass the enhanced side. Like, that's what we need.
you got to bring a
And
wow
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
out off the stage.
Yes, correct, correct. And my idea, and I've already said this in like previous content, but I am looking to assemble 30 natural athletes that all have the potential of being the Natty King. Whether it's through their
Mm.
personality, their physique, a mixture of both, a compelling motivation, a backstory, something that they had to struggle and overcome in order to get to this stage, something that the audience can connect with, you know?
Hmm.
Um, but yeah,
That's
I
fucking
see it.
shot.
Okay.
I see it.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, man. I really just wanted to touch base with you guys just because, like I said, my observation with the way that this is moving, and I've got people on the team and shit like that, and they kind of give me the perspective that it seems like the majority of the world is waiting for this to be a sure thing before they hop on, and it just says more about human psychology. Like I've been
People,
disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Like I have legitimately been disappointed because I have literally
it's like that. It's
no
like
other
that test.
intention.
It's like the test that I did when my teacher was in. Like, are you one of those kids that raise their hand first because you don't know, or do you wait for everybody else to raise their hand because you don't want to be the
Hmm.
stink
Yeah,
stupid?
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
raise mine
I don't want to be
first.
part of a
I
little
don't give a
group.
fuck what a motherfucker think
I'll,
about
I'll
me.
actually get something started if I can, rather than just hopping on once it starts getting popular.
What
Yeah,
motherfuckers don't understand,
Yeah.
if it's a collective unit community doing it together,
Be
we
a
don't
leader. Not
lose.
a follower.
We
It's as
don't
simple as
fucking
that.
lose.
Trendsetters. You gotta be the trendsetters.
That
That's really
saying,
what it
we're
yeah,
stronger together. That is, it's the truth.
yeah.
Hmm.
And
So
and I personally won't be satisfied until we unite the entire natural bodybuilding community to show the
Like
strength and
a
unity.
household thing when it comes to bodybuilding.
What was that, Trey?
This has to be a household thing when it comes to bodybuilding. That's the goal.
Absolutely,
That's what I'm.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, and beyond bodybuilding, because as we continue to grow this thing, it's not just about our physique; it's about our mental and our spiritual as we continue to progress physically, right?
is. Yep.
And that's a lesson that we can all take away from. not even just people who are competing in the sport of bodybuilding. So,
I
So
see
it's
it.
a relatable thing.
absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, I wanted to meet with you guys because, like I said, you two, you responded to the post. 2 out of like hundreds, if not thousands, of people that had access to it. You were the
And
only two that responded to it.
I'm gonna say this to you guys because y'all don't know him, but he said that shit about 5 times. That means a lot to him.
It
So
does.
it really means a
It
lot to him.
does. It does. It does. So moving forward, like you guys are definitely in my corner, or I'm in your corner. However that phrase works.
Both ways, both ways.
and
Yeah.
and I'm definitely going to keep watching. When it comes to your content, again, like we're looking for 15 star athletes and 15 OG fucking world champion athletes, right? So since you guys don't have the world champion titles currently, we would, if either of you were to end up being cast, it's for star athletes, right? So that means we need
Hmm.
great physiques and something about you, something beyond just your physique. Again, I listed Arnold Schwarzenegger, C-Bum, Jay Cutler, and Ronnie Coleman. So like we need something about you guys beyond just your physique that we can sell as a story, as a persona, as something that we can connect with audiences. So just
Okay.
keep that in mind as you guys continue to make
Sure.
content. You guys like you have each other. You guys have each other.
And
So
just to, and I, me and Sean haven't said this to anybody else, but I feel comfortable to say it to you guys. Don't feel free to start promoting the Natty shit too, because it's only going to help what we're doing, bro. And if you
yeah,
guys are all for what we got going on, it doesn't hurt or doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It just helps in a sense. So
yeah,
if you guys feel like you want to make some content to target more audiences towards this shit, we'll collab with you too.
yeah, yeah. Like the Natty King is incredibly catchy. Just think about it. The Natty
Hmm.
King. It's a future
Yeah.
anime. Like it's going to rival that of One Piece. You guys know One Piece?
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, so like the Natty King is the future of entertainment. Like it's a huge like I'm equating it to Star Wars franchise, and you're talking to the greatest storyteller of all time. So I know I can pull it off. I already know I can pull it off. It's just a matter of funding, which I will get over the next like probably within like the next 12 months. I'll probably have the funding. To be honest. To be honest. So like the Natty King is like the future of entertainment. So feel free to use it. It's incredibly catchy. This is year 2. So like, just get
Okay.
confident, get cocky. We need cockiness. I'm being honest. We
And
need
don't
cockiness at this
and,
point.
and, and the reason why a lot of people are not trying to hop on the boat right now is because they don't see the money. But let me tell you this. Let me say this loud and clear. You see me? You see me? Everybody that's a part of this shit will be rich. Everybody.
Yeah.
That's if you
That's what I'm
believe
saying.
it. That's
Yeah.
if you believe it.
Manifest.
Yeah,
That's if you believe it.
yeah,
So I'm gonna just leave that there.
yeah, yeah. And I'll also like to build off of that. I'm thinking about the entire world. I want the entire world to grow up. You know, I want to raise the entire world. So anyone who's on my team, I am looking to uplift all of humanity. I want prosperity for like the human species. So if you're on my team, you're in the closest proximity to winning.
Simple.
We just need like big confidence, and unfortunately for like the natural bodybuilding community, we need people who are a bit, we need bravado. We need bravado. We need some loudness. So
Alrighty.
yeah,
Hard to
It ain't
get,
nothing. I mean,
right?
shit. We already the black, but they already say we the loudest in the room anyway. We might as well give them what they
lean
say about
into
us
it.
anyway.
Lean
Shit.
into it,
Right.
bro.
They already say
And
we're
you're
the
a
loudest
natty
in the
king.
room. Shit. The
Like,
fuck?
do you think that enhanced athletes are happy about us right now? Like, think about it. Think about it. Like, they're envious, and I know it. I've had the experience already. I've had like
Bro,
multiple experiences.
me and this dude are around some of the biggest enhanced bodybuilders that you guys watch on your fucking Instagrams on a daily. And these guys show us love on a minimum level, but they won't do what they'll do for any of those other guys that's on the other side that collab with content, put them on podcasts, or do anything like that that they'll do for these other guys. They won't do it for us. So that's how I know we're stepping on toes, and they see where it's going, but they don't want to be the helping hand, and I'm okay with that.
Mm.
I don't need your
Yeah,
I don't need your
yeah,
fucking help.
yeah. And like I said, it might turn into a war after the Natty King gets crowned. So that's just something for the natural bodybuilding community to be prepared for. Hopefully, it is my hope that once the crowning does happen, we can all rally behind the winner, whether it be me, whether it be Valley, whether it be you, whether it be you. Hopefully, we can all rally behind that person. And that's why we need a great leader. That's why we
Yep.
need a great representative.
Mm,
All right.
And
Well, I had told
true.
Shaun I had to get in this house and help my mom
Yeah,
with something.
I gotta run too. It's back day for me. But this was
Okay.
great.
All right. Well, it's a
All
pleasure
right.
meeting you, Trey, and both of you, Joe. Hope you guys continue your journey. Man, if you guys need anything from me and Shaun, man, feel free to reach out. You guys can follow
Yeah,
me, and I'll follow you guys right back.
let's absolutely stay in
All
touch.
right.
And like, this video is now available. Feel free to refer back to it. But like, let's keep going, guys.
All right.
yes,
All right.
sir. Of
Yes,
Thank you
course.
all
sir.
for your time.
Yes, sir.
All
True.
right.